Have you experienced being ignored from someone or friends? Or are you tired of feeling frustrated after a failed relationship or friendship? If so, then one way you can make a change in your life is to stop chasing people. In fact, you will be better off if you stop chasing people who will never be your true friends. Life will improve you if you stop running after a relationship that just are not likely to happen. I will talk about 5 reasons why you should stop chasing people. But first, let's start with a quick point of clarification. What does it mean to chase people? It's when you go out of your way to build a relationship with people who use you, don't treat you well, or just don't care about you as much as you care about them. For example, you repeatedly call and text them but they seldom reply. You do the things they want to do even you'd prefer not to. You force yourself to agree with their opinions and laugh at their jokes. You rearrange your life for their convenience. You put much more effort into the relationship than they do. If this describes you, you're chasing people. So now let's talk about the 5 reasons you should stop chasing people and relationships. Number 1, you will be happier. When you are chasing someone, you often convince yourself that you will be happy if you only can have a relationship with that person. It's not true. You will be happier without them. Maybe not in the short run while you mourn the loss of hope for a relationship. But next week, next month, other circumstances being equal, you will have more happiness. You see, happiness is a choice. There's even scientific evidence. You choose happiness when you make happiness a goal, when you think about the good things in life, when we smile, when we're grateful, when we're compassionate. When you choose to focus on a person who doesn't care about you, you're choosing unhappiness. You're not smiling. You're thinking about the rough things in life rather than the good ones. You're being anxious about what you don't have rather than grateful for what you do. When you chase people, you are handing the keys to your happiness over to them. You're only going to be happy when they notice you, answer your calls, or nice to you. And deep down, you know these things are not going to happen often enough. If you do establish more of relationship, it's going to be on their terms. Every decision the two of you will make be based on what makes them happy. Drive own happiness car. Don't give someone else the wheel. Someone who doesn't care enough about you. Think about it. Number 2, you will be healthier. Obsessing over another person is stressful. It's an unhealthy relationship. The closer you get to this person, the unhealthier the relationships become. We all know the lifestyle habits that can be harmful to our health. Poor diet, lack of exercise, not enough sleep, smoking, excessive alcohol use. Well, there's increasing evidence that toxic relationship can be just as harmful. You already know the stress and anxiety you experience waiting for that sought-after person to return your texts, phone calls, to give you a smile or a compliment. You probably get depressed about it, but did you know it could cause medical problems as well? The risk for everything from high blood pressure to intestinal distress to even heart disease increases with stress. If you think about it, that's hardly a surprise. We have all heard the expression, a sound mind and a sound body. It goes both ways. It's hard to have a sound body when you're not mentally and emotionally healthy. Healthy friendships keep you healthy. But a one-sided relationship packs a double healthy whammy. Not only can it directly cause health problems, but also it tends you towards those kind of behaviors that are bad for you. How do you act when you have your heart set on that person call but it doesn't happen? How do you binge eat or not eat at all? How do you lie awake at night? Giving up the fruitless activity of chasing people is a good start toward a healthier you. It's something beneficial you can do for yourself. Number 3, your self-image will improve. You have a right to be here, eating and breathing and taking up space on planet Earth. You don't need to justify your existence. And you certainly don't need the approval of that individual you have been chasing. Do you suppress part of your personality to avoid that person's disapproval? Perhaps they tell you that you laugh at the wrong things, talk about the wrong topics, Don't wear the right clothes or associate with people who are not good enough for them. When you change these things to please them, how do you deep down feel about yourself? Even if you don't change these things, how does the criticism affect you? One of the privileges every person has is discovering who they truly are, what their standards are, what's important to them, what they want to do in life, and what they don't want to. When you compromise your standards or change who you are to please someone else, you are letting them steal just a little bit of yourself. You can't make somebody else like you or love you. Furthermore, you will be just fine, whether any particular persons like you or not. The important thing is, do you like you? Who do you have to live 24/7, you or them? Whose ideas are going to make you a better person, yours or theirs? Who would you rather lose, or them or yourself? Vote to keep yourself. There is no one else in the whole world exactly like you. Take some pride in it. If chasing people makes you less than yourself, it's time to free yourself from that habit. 4. You will focus on people and things that matter. If you are looking at your phone, wondering whether the person you have been chasing is going to text you back, put the phone down, give up that clingy would-be relationship. Find something better to do. Try a new recipe. Try to do your passion, your hobbies, anything that makes you feel happy and healthy. Do your passion or whatever. Put your time, your energy, and your love where it's going to be appreciated, rather than chasing people who don't value you. Look at the people you see every day. Some of them share your interests, your values, and your attitude towards life. Some of them would be happy to be your friends. After all, who's going to be a friend to you when you are sick? When you're struggling financially? When you're grieving? When you're hurting? Not the people you have been chasing, that's for sure. Invest in relationship with people who care about you as much as you care about them. People who care about others, people who think like do and value the same things you do. 5. You will avoid something you don't want. We have all seen dogs chasing cars, and we have all wondered what they think they are going to do if they catch them. Put another way. Be careful what you wish for. Suppose for a moment this person you have been chasing suddenly decides they want to spend a lot of time with you. Your first thought is probably, wow, that's going to be great. You imagine the two of you in deep conversation, walk through the park together, checking with each other to see what's on for next weekend. If this is a person who belittled your feeling all along, what makes you think that's going to change? The conversation will be what they want to talk about, and you better not to say wrong thing. Next weekend's plan will be what they want to do, or you better like it if you want relationship to continue. Furthermore, that idealized person is a human being like everyone else. Maybe they have been got annoying way of smacking their lips when they talk. Maybe they slurp their soup. Nobody's perfect. That's especially tough to take in somebody's you have set on a pedestal. What I'm calling for here is a healthy dose of reality. Chasing people is no fun, and it doesn't get better if you catch them. Okay, so we have final thoughts on chasing people. Have you been chasing somebody? Here's good news. You can stop chasing people now, right this minute. Assume they are not going to call or text back. Assume they're not going to do a little thing you'd really appreciate. Look at the clock, make a note of the date and time, and decide that for this moment, you're going to put your energies into people and things that are worth it. Today, I think of something specific to do with the time you're no longer going to be wasting. Today, I think of something specific to do with the time you are no longer going to be wasting chasing people. Identify a hobby to take up, voluntary organization, a person who genuinely wants to hear from you. Get going and good luck.